And after the talks in Switzerland, the Iranian delegation moved on to Brussels to continue negotiations with other world powers. There are fears that if the talks are not successful, other countries in the Middle East may push for their own nuclear option. But one country in the region is widely believed to already possess that capability. CCTV's Nathan King is in our newsroom with more.
That's right, Mike. As Reza was suggesting, while the West suspects Iran has been secretly trying to build a nuclear weapon, the situation is not without precedent in the region.
Whereas Iran could soon be armed with intercontinental ballistic missiles.
Israel's Prime Minister recently warned the US Congress he is convinced Iran is on the path to building a nuclear weapon. But the international community has long known there's another state in the region that has a nuclear weapons program, and that is Israel itself.
Israel is the only country that is widely, perhaps universally, known to have nuclear weapons, but has never acknowledged it to this very day.
Much of what the public knows about Israel's nuclear program came from whistleblower Mordechai Vanunu, a former Israeli nuclear technician who revealed details to the British press in 1986. He was captured in Rome by Israeli intelligence, returned to Israel, tried and jailed. But that was not before Vanunu revealed the existence of the Dimona nuclear plant deep in the Negev desert. Constructed with the help of then new nuclear power France in the 1950s and completed in the 1960s, just as Israel fought its Arab neighbors in the Six-Day War. Israel's main ally, the United States, was actually kept in the dark. And as countries in the region and the rest of the world, including Iran, signed on to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, Israel did not and kept silent about its nuclear capability, an approach dubbed strategic ambiguity. Many experts believe Israel has the capability to launch nuclear weapons from land, air and sea and has around 80 warheads. As for its nuclear weapons strategy, Israel says only that it will not be the first to introduce them into the Middle East.
Israelis have found themselves in the best strategic position not to say exactly what they have, to realize that everybody realizes that they have essentially weapons capability without them confirming anything and keeping some ambiguity about the operational status.
Israel's strategic silence means while Israel warms an Iranian bomb, Western allies never mention Israel's arsenal. Iran and others have called that a double standard. And Israel's ability to covertly build a nuclear weapons arsenal may go some way to explain its nervousness about Iranian motives.
I think part of the Israelis' way of looking at Iran is as if Iran is as determined to have nuclear weapons as they were many years ago.
And while Iran denies it has plans to build a weapon, Israel is very wary of its near neighbors building nuclear facilities, as it has in the past bombed suspected sites in Iraq and Syria, all while maintaining a nuclear weapons monopoly in the region. There are also fears, as we've been echoing all night here, is that if other powers in the region think this deal with Iran is not strong enough, they too may consider a nuclear option, Mike.
And Nathan, as you pointed out, I mean, and this is a question that I brought up with Reza, Saudi Arabia, for example, one of these that you're suggesting may want to ramp up nuclear energy production.
And there is evidence that they've thought about it in the past, and they're not alone in the region. Turkey, for example, Egypt as well, but they shelved those plans. Many are signatories to the Nuclear Non-Proliferation Treaty, like Iran, so the risks are high for going nuclear. But it's interesting, as we get closer to a potential deal, we're hearing more and more from Riyadh saying whatever the Iranians get in this deal, we should be able to get as well. And they're not just talking, by the way. They have signed a deal for nuclear energy, not weapons, but as we know, one can become the other, with the Republic of Korea, for example, and they've known to intelligence share with Pakistan in the past. And as you know, Pakistan broke out and surprised the world with a bomb following India.
That's right. Nathan King live for us from our newsroom. Thank you.
Thank you.